Hi, my name is Ella Casano and I'm the inventor of Medi Teddy. Medi Teddy conceals an IV bag, so then from the front the patient just sees a friendly stuffed animal, while from the back the doctor and nurse can check through the mesh to see how much medicine is left in the IV bag. It ensures a friendly hospital experience for the patient. I invented Medi Teddy because, especially when I was getting my first few IVs, the most intimidating thing for me was the big bag of medicine, and I wanted to come up with a friendly way to hide it.
When she was young, we started noticing a lot of bruises on her body, like really big bruises. We just sort of thought it was unusual, so we took her to our pediatrician, who suggested we get a blood test, which we did, and sent her back to school. And a couple hours later, the pediatrician called me and said, I'm going to need you to go back to school and get Ella. I think there's been a mistake in the test because her platelets are so low. I just don't think it's right. And they checked her platelets again, and sure enough, they were extremely low. It took just a couple of weeks before they were able to tell us that she had an autoimmune disease called ITP. Her body is attacking its own platelets, and so it puts her at high risk for bleeding or injury when her platelets are low.
In 5th grade, I had a project called the Invention Convention, and so I needed to come up with an invention. And I kind of just thought about something that's unique to me that other kids might not be able to come up with. And so I thought of a problem related to ITP. And so I created the first Medi Teddy prototype in my room, and I cut up a stuffed animal and I cut out the back and just hot glued some mesh on to make the pocket. And then the Medi Teddy won the school and regional levels of Invention Convention. And so then in 6th grade, I created a business plan and a marketing video through my gifted program. And then this past year in 7th grade, I wanted to actually take it to the next step. And so my mom and I focused on actually trying to make it into a corporation.
So we found a manufacturer. We're working with a toy company locally in Connecticut. Ella told me what she wanted the Medi Teddy to look like, and I was able to sketch the design, and she would tell me things like, no, move the ears, or I want the smile to look like this. And so together we made the design, and we sent the design to the toy manufacturer, and they were able to make our first prototypes. And so we made a couple of modifications, but now we have a manufacturer who can produce as many as we need them to.
I'd been getting a lot of really positive feedback, and so we wanted to start to raise money to place our first order, and we thought that the best way to do that would be through a GoFundMe. So we created one, and then the results were a lot higher than we expected them to be. We raised over $22,000.
We are using the GoFundMe money to place the first order for 2,000 Medi Teddys,
which we will donate to hospitals. I've taken my Medi Teddy prototype to some of my infusions, and the doctors and nurses really like it, and they say that they hope that every one of their patients would be able to have one. And we also gave one to a little girl in our school who had cancer, and her doctors and nurses loved it as well.
The next steps for Medi Teddy are sort of unfolding. We have gotten some really exciting opportunities to potentially partnership with some really big corporations and even drug companies. And so we're really working on figuring out where Medi Teddy fits into the community. Obviously parents want this for their kids, and kids want this. So right now we're just trying to work with really smart people who know what they're doing to figure out how we can make this happen for kids.